What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. So good to have you here. So I'm excited. I got my wife here with me. Her first time on the channel, so she's making her channel debut. Say what's up to the people.
Hey, party people.
So y'all done met everybody, Phoenix, Trinity, and now my wife. Glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
So we are here to talk about The Housemaid. Now, as you saw, we did the straight out of theater reaction. And as always, we're going to talk about what we like, what we didn't like, and then give our total review. So I'm going to read the synopsis for those who don't know the story. So The Housemaid is a wildly entertaining thriller starring Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried, based on the best-selling book from director Paul Feige. I didn't know he did this. Okay. The film plunges audiences into a twisted world where perfection is an illusion and nothing is as it seems. Trying to escape her past, Millie Sweeney accepts a job as a live-in housemaid for the wealthy Nina, who's paid by Seyfried, and Andrew Winchester, Brandon Skillner. But what begins as a dream job quickly unravels into something far more dangerous, a sexy, seductive game of secrets, scandal, and power.
You're doing too much.
Behind the Winchester's closed doors lies a world of shocking twists that will leave you guessing until the end. Okay, so that is the synopsis of the film. So as always, we're gonna do this non-spoiler, and we're gonna talk about the things we like, some of the things we didn't like, and then give the overall thoughts. So real quick, who's the author?
Frida McFadden.
Frida who?
McFadden.
All right, Frida McFadden wrote this book, and this is a series.
Yes, it's a 3-book series, and it has an additional short story.
So it's a 3-book series and has a short story. All right. So, but we're not here to talk about the book because I'm gonna tell y'all behind the scenes. She told me about the book, and it really, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. So I'm gonna let you go first. What'd you like about the film?
I really enjoyed the accuracy. I like to see it portrayed and really see it like come to life on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So the accuracy of how the book played out, how they described everything was very, very on point. I also enjoyed the actors.
Okay, so let's pause. So clearly, if you're a fan of the book, you're going to see a true or a close to true adaptation of the book. Mm-hmm. Now, as someone who is a huge Stephen King fan and other authors, I love when I go to a film and I get to see what I saw on the pages at least in my mind, come to life on the screen. I did not get that experience because I didn't read the book. So my thoughts are just on what I saw. But okay, cool. So clearly, my wife thinks that if you read the book, you're going to see a pretty close adaptation.
Yes, a pretty close adaptation.
All right. So I agree with you in regards to acting. I think Amanda Seyfried and Sydney Sweeney do great.
They nailed it. They picked the perfect individuals to play those roles.
Yeah, get in there. We can't see you. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, they nailed it. They picked the right people to play those roles. They really nailed their characters.
So the whole time I'm in the theater with her, I am legit looking at her to see if they got it right. Like anytime somebody would show up, I'd look, and if she was like, "Ooh," or "Oh," I was like, "Okay, so they did good." Yeah, I don't know the book, but I will say that the 2 female leads do fantastic. They really do. Amy, what's her name? Let me not mess her name up. Amanda Seyfried, who's a great actress, does phenomenal as a woman going through some stuff. Mm-hmm. And Sydney Sweeney plays her role as a woman with a past as well, right?
Yes.
And the husband, what's his name? Brandon Skillner. Sorry if I messed your name up, brother. He did pretty good too, right?
Yes, he did. He did really well. All
All
the
right.
characters were portrayed very well.
So what else did you like? I'm
What
trying to
else did
see
I like?
what type of score it has on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, okay, it's got a 79 out of 85 reviews on the tomato meter. So currently it's sitting at fresh. Obviously it came out tonight, so there's no
Hmm.
regular people reviews, but from
Yeah,
a critic standpoint, that's not bad. All right, go ahead. I'm
that's
sorry.
good. Um, I liked the whole thing. I liked everything. I really can't pinpoint anything else.
Okay, so I thought that the film, the best part of the movie was the acting. I thought that there were some moments of some things that probably weren't meant to be funny were hilarious
Yeah.
to me. But anytime you do, and we're not spoiling it, but anytime you do a film where somebody gets what's coming to them, you always gonna find a little joy in that, right? A little levity. So I thought those parts were good, where it's just like, oh, that's what you get. And I thought that was funny.
That was funny, and you weren't the only one that thought it was funny because there were
No.
others in the theater cracking up.
Oh yeah.
At
Oh
the
yeah.
same thing.
People was talking to the screen like, yeah, girl.
Yeah, get it.
So yeah, I enjoyed it. All right. So what didn't
Okay.
you like?
I didn't like that they didn't emphasize on a lot of other characters, their storyline a little bit more. I think had they given more of this particular character, it would have made it even better than what it is.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially, yeah. If you read the book and you expecting, when you know somebody and you see them on the screen, you're like, oh, that's all you bring in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have liked to see more of Enzo, the character.
Enzo.
All
right. So here's what I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that it was. So it's really, in my opinion, without even reading the book, I thought it was very predictable. I knew the plot very soon in the film. Like you ask my wife, I turned to her. We were really early in the movie, and I was like, and she's like, "What?" And I was like, "I just hope it's not what I think it is, because if it's what I think it is, I'm gonna hate this movie." So I didn't like that. I didn't like that it was really predictable. I didn't like that it follows a lot of the same tropes that we've seen in other films like this. But what I really didn't like has nothing to do with the movie. What I didn't like is the conversation my wife and I had after the film, where everything that I hate about the movie, she was like, yeah, that's in the book. It made me not like the movie more. I was like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" And we can't spoil it. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to go in our conversation. But I was bringing up stuff like, "Why didn't they do this?" Well, they do that in the book. Well, why did he not? Well, they do that in the book. But why didn't she? But it's in the book. And I'm like, "Well, damn it." I need to read this book, because the movie and the book, we ain't on the same page. That's why I didn't like. I didn't like how predictable it was. I didn't like that. I've seen this before in other films. They follow like the blueprint of certain tropes. I didn't like, and I didn't like the use of narration. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to spoil the film. I didn't like that. I thought the narration piece wasn't used in a good way. I thought it was distracting from the film. But one thing I do like is, based on the conversation that we had, there are some pieces in the movie that they changed from the book that, when I heard how it was in the book, I thought this was better. I was like, oh, okay.
Yes, I agree with those changes. Those changes were really, really made the movie better. Because I think had they left what was originally in the book, it wouldn't have been as impactful. I guess you would say.
You know what else I didn't like? Yeah, absolutely. You know what else I didn't like? And I'm just thinking about this. I wish it would have felt more claustrophobic, like Misery.
Yeah.
You know, Misery, they don't. It's you feel claustrophobic.
You do feel claustrophobic in Misery.
I kind of wish this film had that vibe, and you'll understand why when you see the movie. But I feel like it needed that. It needed to be in one set, one spot. Like, you know what I mean? I think that they got away from that piece of it. and it takes away from the suspense of the film. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna give our score. We talked about what we liked, what we didn't like. We liked the acting. We liked that it was a pretty good adaptation of the book, and we liked some of the parts that made us laugh. Or we didn't like. I didn't like that some of the things that were left out in the book would have made this movie a lot better. And we didn't like that Enzo wasn't involved enough in the film.
He was not.
All right. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being trash, skip this one. 5 being this a must see, fantastic. What would you give it?
I give it a 4.
Wow.
I give it a 4.
Wow. I'm gonna give it I want to give it a 2.
Okay.
Only because of what you told me about the book. Have you not told me that, it'd be a 2.5. I feel like I'm making it sound like it was really bad. It was not. I think I would have enjoyed it more had I not seen it in theaters and had I not heard everything she told me that's in the book, because the things that they don't have in this film that are in the book would have made this movie so much better. I'm going to give it I'll give it a 3.
I agree. Everything that they didn't put in from the book would have made it much better, but kept the changes as well. It would have been a 5 from me.
I'm gonna give it a 3 because I didn't hate it. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't good. It was okay. I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm not gonna do 2.5. I feel like I'm doing too hard because I thought the acting carried it.
I was just about to say the acting also helped it play out.
All right. So with that being said, The Housemaid, 3 for me, 4 for my wife. She's saying check it out. I'm saying you could check it out on streaming. But if you're a fan of the book, clearly you're gonna like it. If you're a fan of the book, you're gonna like it. Awesome. Do me a favor, check my wife out on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook at Total Beauty by Chris, Khrys. And you might see something that you like. And if you do yourself a favor, use her codes to buy it, because you can get the hookup and discounts on a lot of different things, and also beauty tips and products. Honey, thank you so much for being on the show with me and joining me on the channel. This was fun. There it is. The Housemaid. The Housemaid. Don't maybe possibly check it out.
If you read the books, check it out.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. Do me a favor. If you like the content, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe. And hit that little alarm button as well so you can get alerted whenever I post new content. And also, do me a favor, share with other people who you think would like this content as well. We have a big goal of 1,000 subscribers we're trying to get to, and we need your help. Appreciate it. Till the next one. Peace.